Right to the air is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early, and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They're going to be careful what they wish for ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trucks over him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 111 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action to Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Shedding the tackle.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. A handoff left, Elliott. And some room to run now. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
Mark Andrews, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 71 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Robinson with another carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Cowboys. There as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On second down, here's the option. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Robinson.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Thomas goes in motion left.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Touchdown! What a great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Henry.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Jackson.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A handoff running left.